What's up, everybody? This is only the second episode of FM Soapbox, something new here on my channel, but I'm already treating this like a special edition episode, basically because it is focused on a big upcoming event here in the US, and actually it has spread to other countries as well, but of course it is Black Friday. Before I really get into this, I definitely want to give a shout out to my patrons, because I let them vote on my next video topic, and this is what they went with. And I've had some other people in my comment section as well saying they would like to hear my thoughts on Black Friday. So again, big shout out to my patrons for voting on this video and getting me motivated to go ahead and make this happen. And this is definitely something that has been on my mind. I mean, because it is up and coming. So it is impossible to talk about Black Friday without also addressing the holidays and Thanksgiving especially. And I'll just be very blunt about it, and that's a word that I think I'll be using a lot within these videos. I think that Thanksgiving, in terms of history, is way scarier than Halloween, because it's just horrific, this lie that has been told and perpetuated. Although I will say there are a lot more schools and textbooks and everything that are starting to tell the truth behind everything with the horrible treatment of Native Americans in this country. So I am glad that is starting to spread some more, even though you still sometimes see these hangovers of that great lie that's been told to everybody about this wonderful dinner between Native Americans and the Pilgrims and just all of that nonsense. I mean, they really try to block out all the imperialistic nonsense and basically, genocide to an extent. I mean, that's really what it was. It was like genocide. And I think it is important that people are told the truth. I mean, they need to know things like, Native Americans being intentionally given blankets and things like that had germs on them, trying to kill them. And I mean, it did work. I think people need to know things like the fact that Mount Rushmore, one of our great monuments, is actually built on reservation land that was taken back from Native Americans. That's pretty horrific when you think about it. So yeah, I really am glad that more people are telling the truth, and that the history of Thanksgiving, people have tried to bury the real facts about it, but yeah, it's getting out there more. But me personally, in terms of history, I hate the holiday. It really bugs me. But I know that there are a lot of people that will say, well, it's not really about that anymore. It's more so about giving thanks. Okay, and that is a positive thing. And by the way, I know there are a lot of people that really just want me to completely rip into Black Friday and rip into maybe even Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna be there's different ways to look at it, and I will try to be fair within this video. So Thanksgiving, I think it is a positive that families do get together, friends may get together as well, and it really does bring people together, so that can be a positive thing. But it is very ironic and maybe even very hypocritical to give thanks and then turn around and go, basically blow money on things that you don't really need. And I gotta say this though, because again, I'm looking at both sides of it. Even though people may be blowing money on things they don't necessarily need, at the same time, we need it to a certain extent, because if you work hard, you earn your money, you should be able to enjoy it. It shouldn't just be about work and home. So I do hate when people just outright criticize people for buying anything that is considered frivolous or whatever it may be. I think it's actually okay sometimes to be frivolous. Nobody is a saint 24/7. I mean, or if they are, I definitely, can't imagine that they're living the happiest life. Sometimes you have to just do for self and enjoy yourself. But, and I know it sounds like I'm flip-flopping here, but again, there's both two sides to this. You have to really wonder, is Black Friday worth it? Is it truly enjoyable? To me, it seems miserable. I mean, to have a big dinner and really, you have a stuffed turkey and then you turn around and stuff yourself, and then to go out and to stand in the cold for hours upon hours waiting for these deals, that doesn't seem very fun to me. And I definitely feel bad for kids that get dragged along and have to stand out there in the cold along with the parents, which to me is not even safe, because let's be real about it. One of the scariest things about Black Friday is how violent it can be. And there have been plenty of violent incidents that have happened in the past. So, that for me right there, just the crowds and the potential for violence, that's something that has caused me to never, and I mean never, go out on Black Friday. I have never done it in my life, and I never will. I just don't plan to do that. I know some people say never say never. No, I'm saying never. I never want to go out on Black Friday. I never plan to do it. I just don't think that it's worth it. And, Thanksgiving, like I said, in terms of history, is a big lie. And I feel like Black Friday is a lie, too, because, it's supposed to be about all these huge bargains, biggest shopping day of the year. It's not really the biggest shopping day of the year. There's actually more people out closer to Christmas. And even the day after Christmas is a huge day for stores, because you have so many people doing returns and people going out there for bargains. And a lot of times the bargains right after Christmas are a lot better than they are on Black Friday. So again, like I said, Black Friday in a way is very much a lie. You have to look at some other factors here as well, like something that started to happen with Black Friday is it really no longer is Black Friday. By noon on Black Friday, that actual day, the day after Thanksgiving. And by the way, I realize, some people are maybe watching this that are not in the United States. So I should understand that Black Friday is an event that always takes place the day after Thanksgiving, which it always falls, of course, on a Friday. Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. So, it is supposed to be the biggest shopping day of the year, but like I said, that's not really accurate. And then it has gotten to the point where Black Friday deals now in store openings, they actually start on the holiday. They actually start on Thanksgiving. Like it started off like midnight openings, and then it went to evening openings, and now it's down to, there are some stores that will open up in the afternoon on Thanksgiving. And there are even some stores and some online retailers that will have deals up earlier in the week, so it's really not about that single day anymore, because by noon on Black Friday, most of the good deals are gone. The supposed good deals are gone. So it's one of those things that change, and I know some people don't like that, and I will address that some more as far as how I feel about Black Friday actually starting on Thanksgiving itself. I'll talk about that some more in a moment here, but I do want to talk about these supposed deals again, because they're just false for the most part. For the most part, I feel like they're false, because the big thing that people go after on Black Friday is electronics. That's what people are mainly after. And these companies, they are not stupid. These manufacturers, they're not stupid. They're in it to win it. They're in it to make profit. So what they will do with these Black Friday Doorbuster deals and all those things is they actually make their electronics with, and I'm not saying every single company does this, but I know there are some that do it. They make these electronics with cheaper parts. Sometimes, if let's say you're going after a big screen TV, you want a fancy new flat screen TV. It's probably going to be made with cheaper parts. It's also it may not even have the full feature set that the TV normally has, because they're basically making it on the cheap side so they can get as much profit as possible. So even though you feel like you're getting it for a bargain, they're still getting huge profit off of that. Something else to keep in mind here is that there are these Doorbuster deals. So even though thousands of people may go to one particular store, let's just use an obvious one as an example, Walmart. Let's say thousands of people go to one particular Walmart. it might be less than 100 people that actually get these doorbuster deals, because they definitely do set small numbers on them. And that's why you have people getting so violent and trying to rush into the store, because it is such a small number. And if you're not there when the door first opens, you pretty much miss out. So again, a lot of people that go out on Black Friday, they're not really getting these, supposedly great deals. It just doesn't happen. But the stores, they're slick. They definitely make it happen. They get you into the store. These sale papers hype you up. The commercials, they hype you up, and then you're out there in the store. And once you're in the store and you got a pocket full of money, you're gonna buy something. So even if you miss out on the deals, you're still gonna spend money. So again, they're winning. The stores are winning, and I can't fault them for that. They're businesses. They have to make money. It is what it is. So either you take that or you leave it. But that's why I say, to me, it's just not worth it. And then, the main focus of my channel, I want to say this especially for people that are new to my channel, the main focus on my channel is collectibles, Funko Pop figures. So every year, GameStop, they do an exclusive mystery box based off of Funko products. Now, I could rush out like a lot of people do and try to get a box or two, or, however many I want to get. But there's no need to do that, because they're produced in such high numbers that, as a matter of fact, I could probably go out to a couple of GameStops now and come across some of the boxes from last year, and maybe even the year before that, because they produce them in such high volume. So why in the world would I go stand on a line or, hover around the store and, be out there in the cold, freezing and all of that to get a box early when they're going to be available anyway? And they're mystery boxes, so it's not like anybody has an advantage to getting these early. So I would rather just wait a couple of days, just wait on it and then go get, one or two, whatever I decide to do there. So I just don't think it's worth it, like I said. And I know I'm bringing that up because I know that applies to other products as well. People are rushing to get certain things that are going to be there anyway. And like I said, they might actually be at a lower price closer to Christmas or right after Christmas. So yeah, my ultimate opinion, I know that's what people are wondering about, is, how do I feel about Black Friday? I just think that it's not for me. I'm not putting down anybody that goes out. I want to be clear about that, though. This is my own personal opinion. I don't think it's worth it, but I'm not going to put down anybody else that does it. Because, why? It doesn't affect me. That's their money. That's their time. So I'm not trying to criticize anybody that's into it. That's your thing, do your thing. But I will say, please be safe, because, things do get dangerous. There have been people that have been trampled to death on Black Friday. And to me, it's not worth dying over a flat screen. It's just so not worth it. Now, I do want to get back to what I was saying about Black Friday now actually starting on Thanksgiving itself, with stores opening up. Again, there's two sides to it. That's both positive and negative. And what I mean by that is, as far as the negative, I think it's obvious that, having employees working on a holiday is very sketchy. It's taking time away from their family after they've had this build up to it and everything. And yeah, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. But on the flip side of it, though, stores need these financial boosts. There's a lot of stores that, some stores, of course, they make money year round, but regardless, they need these huge days, these financial boosts, so that they can continue to exist. And I gotta say this as well, it doesn't matter how successful a business is, businesses can go up under, because I know years ago when there was a recession, I saw businesses go under that I never thought it would happen. Circuit City, gone. I'm not talking about stores that had a poor business model. There were some stores that just didn't adjust to the times, but I'm talking about stores that I just thought would always be around, and they went up under. And there were some stores that barely scraped by. Sears was in a lot of trouble and just barely made it through. So yeah, they need these financial boosts. So you got to look at it this way, even though it is, it kind of sucks that employees have to be there on Thanksgiving evening instead of being with their family. But if their business is not doing well, if it doesn't get these financial boosts, then they wouldn't have a job to go to anyway. So again, there's positives and negatives to it. So I'm not going to completely put down Black Friday, but again, it's really not for me. I wanted to keep this video kind of short and everything. I actually spent a lot of time, more than you may realize, working on the opening, but I did have fun with that. But yeah, I definitely want to hear your thoughts about Black Friday. Do you plan to go out this year? If so, what are you really looking for? Do you think it's worth it? Just in general, what are your thoughts about Black Friday? And if you want to share your thoughts about Thanksgiving, that holiday as well. I'm definitely interested to hear what you think about that. Again, for me, Thanksgiving, it's probably my least favorite holiday, and I'm gonna go ahead and just lump Columbus Day right along with it, because that's another big lie. So I'll just, stack those lies together nice and neat and put a bow on them, save them for Christmas. But yeah, I'm just really not a fan of these holidays that are based within lies. And Black Friday, which some people now treat like a holiday, is a lie also in a lot of ways. But again, I'm not gonna judge anybody that's into it, so please feel free to sound off, give me your feedback, and I'll definitely check out all the comments. But that's going to do it for this edition of FM Soapbox. And since this one was sort of a special edition, focusing on the holiday, I may have another one that I'm going to do very soon, because I definitely have some ideas brewing in my mind. So be on the lookout for that. If you enjoyed this and you're new to my channel, definitely consider subscribing. And again, big shout out to my patrons for like I said, voting on this video topic and giving me the motivation to go ahead and do it. I hope that you enjoyed the video especially, and I hope everybody enjoyed it though. So drop a like on the video. Again, subscribe if you are new, and if you think it's worth it, share the video as well. But yeah, that's gonna do it, and I will talk to you all again real soon.